Hello to all of my first-time home buyers out there, those of you who are looking to purchase a home, you're not sure what credit score you need. You're hearing a lot of different things, you're hearing some friends talk to you, you're reading some things online that may or may not be true, or you've spoken to your local bank, and they're probably only telling you what they do. So I'm going to tell you right now what credit score you need. The minimum credit score you need out there to purchase a home is 500, okay? But I'm going to take you through all of the different mortgage programs and what you need for each of them. So for conventional loans, 620 is the absolute minimum credit score that's needed. That's regardless of the lender. No one can go any lower than 620. However, we will talk about lender overlays towards the end of this video. You may find that whoever you're talking to wants higher than 620. FHA, like I said to you, 500 is the minimum credit score. If you want the 3.5% down payment though, you need to have a 580 or better. If your scores are from 500 to 579, then it is a 10% down payment. For VA loans, there's no minimum credit score requirement, but lenders will impose their own credit score minimums, and you're likely not going to be able to get a VA loan with scores below 500. And I'll also say this before I skip on to the next program. If you do have very low credit scores in the low 500s, even though VA loans do not require a down payment, you may find that a lender may approve you but will still require a down payment because of the low scores. USDA loans is the next program and the last one I'll talk about. No credit score minimum, but you will potentially have a difficult time finding someone who will do a USDA loan for you with scores in the low 500s. Okay, getting all that said, I kind of just crop dusted those mortgage programs for you, but for these programs, lenders out there have what's called lender overlays, and what that means is that they are imposing their own tighter requirements or guidelines on top of these programs, which may make it a little bit more difficult for you to find someone to work with. So for conventional loans, I've seen where local banks don't allow for 620 scores, even though conventional guidelines do. They want much higher scores. I've seen where for FHA loans, some lenders won't go below 600 or won't go below 580. Some of the local banks won't even go to 600. And VA, same thing. They may have an overlay, or the overlay that I briefly touched on a minute ago was you may find that they'll do the lower scores into the 500s, but they may require a small down payment or some type of down payment to help you to get approved. And that's also considered a compensating factor when you're able to put some money down to help you to get through the approval process. And USDA loans, again, another huge and most popular overlay is credit score, where some lenders will not do USDA loans unless the scores are much better. And again, because of the risk of loaning on a home in a rural area that may be harder to sell in the future to someone with zero down, and it's a riskier situation for lenders. Okay, now regardless as to what your score is, you should contact us today to see where you're at, and we can let you know what you qualify for today, and if you're able to bump your score a little bit, what it could mean for you if you do. And then you make the decision. What I do not recommend you do is just start paying off things just to bump up your score, thinking that that's going to help, because sometimes the things that you pay off don't help your score, and you just spent the money that you need for the closing, whether it's down payment, closing costs, or whatever, or cash reserves, whatever it is. So I would not recommend paying anything until you speak with someone and we get to tell you exactly what your situation looks like and guide you into getting your approval. Okay, so reach down into the description where I'm going to put our web link to this topic. It's FHALenders.com. You can reach us there. We'll gladly help you 7 days a week. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we hope you have a great day.